welcome to another live tutorial all about mosaic crochet. And today I'm going to teach you 3 different ways on how to do reversible mosaic crochet. There's one technique I'm not a fan of, but I'll still show it to you because it's out there and I want you to know about it. But there are the other 2 that I absolutely love. They both have different reasons why I love them, and they have different purposes depending on what you're trying to make. Now, let's go through the agenda for a second so you are on the same page. We're first going to talk about the tutorial, and then we're going to talk more about mosaic crochet in general, all the different ways and how you can mosaic crochet at home yourself in different ways with unlimited possibilities. And at the very end, we have a quiz. So get ready to pay attention because the quiz will be related to what I'm talking about. So if you can answer the questions, you have a chance to win either an ebook or a yarn box. So I'm really excited for this. How's everyone doing? I hope you have been enjoying all the live tutorials. Yesterday we talked about a coaster. We made a very general coaster, meaning we used the regular overlay mosaic crochet technique, no reversible or anything, but I did put a little tip there at the end and taught you how to do the anchored single crochet. Today you're going to learn the opposite version of that, and I'm really excited for all the little tips and tricks I'll talk to you about throughout. Okay, are you guys ready? Ready? Okay, you guys leave some comments down below because I'm not a mind reader. You guys got a comment so I can understand what you're thinking, especially if you have a question. So I understand there's some introverted people out there. You've got this, okay? You can do it. You can ask your question. I promise I'll answer. And if you are an introverted person and you prefer me not showing off your question so that the world can see it, you can just say introverted here. What does blah 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 mean or whatever, okay? So let me know. Okay. Oh, I gotta watch yesterday's replay. Yes, Ruth, you gotta watch the replay. We had so much fun. Okay, I'm gonna switch the screen so you can see everything I see. Okay, so I have this one right here, also over here. So I'm going to remove this for a second, just that you know it's there, but I don't want to confuse you with 2 of them at the same time. Okay, so if you prefer me having the little guy up, you let me know. Okay, but I personally prefer the big one, even though it's a little darker, but I think it'll work in this case so I can compare it easier without having to pinpoint my finger somewhere. I also put the cover, the QR code, and the link up there with the savings coupon code with the expiration day. So if you haven't gotten your ebook yet, go get it. We'll talk about that more in detail later. Let's first focus on these mosaic crochet reversible techniques. Now you're going to get an extended version of this tutorial in the ebook. Okay, it includes 5 versions in total, including regular ways. So this one is 3 of the 5, and this is just the reversible techniques. Sounds good? Okay, so we're going to talk about the different versions. So again, you can see here it says reversible, reversible, reversible. All of it is reversible. Let's talk about the different stitches here for a second, because some of it you may have never seen before. I believe you have not. And you may not know what I'm talking about. So I'm using specific letters here because I believe it will be a little bit more obvious. So the one that is not on here is the one I talked about yesterday, because you can use it for reversible techniques. It's the anchored single crochet. Pretend that's an F, okay? Because the F, not as failed, but F as front, because the mosaic crochet, the mosaic double crochet is in the front. And that's why I would say F. In this case right here, the B would then be in the back. We'll talk about that in more detail so you can see it. The N here is not a neutral position. It is the negative stitch in this case. We're going to combine both of these techniques together in one. In fact, I have it here already so I can show you the differences and why I prefer one over the other. Now, keep in mind that I have seen many different versions of the negative stitch. I have seen people call the anchored single crochet that I talked to you yesterday about also a negative stitch. I personally don't call it a negative stitch. Okay, that's what I call it. This is the version I see more often in the negative stitch, and I'll talk about that. Okay. So, how's it going, everyone? Everyone on board so far? Are you guys ready? Get your thinking cap on. You're not crocheting here. You're just paying attention because I want you to understand the differences, because with those stitches, you can do so many different things, okay? There are going to be techniques such as this one right here, okay, that a lot of you guys love, this little coaster with the strawberry in the front and the heart in the back, okay? This technique right here uses multiple of these techniques combined, okay? You have to combine them in order to make this happen, okay? Just that you know. So I'm going through some of the techniques, and then you're going to learn in a different version in the ebook alone. You're going to learn how to put them all together into a reversible double image, pretty much, okay? So let's talk about this. So the very first one is very obvious for most of you, right? Especially if you've tried mosaic crochet at least once. Let me know. Has anyone here not ever tried mosaic crochet? Or let me know, how many times have you tried mosaic crochet? Meaning, how many projects have you done? You can say 1, 2, 3, or you can say, I have no idea. There's way too many to count. Let me know, because I want to know, what skill level are you on? I want to make sure my tutorial is based according to every skill level, or just those who are really interested. It could be that all of you guys are beginners, or it could be all of you guys are intermediates. And then I'm be like, okay, why am I talking about the basics if you already know that? You might be bored. So let me know, what's your skill level, so that way I can adjust my tutorial accordingly, okay? So the very first thing is, if you see a pixel that has absolutely nothing in it, it's a single crochet, whether it's in a back loop or whether it's through both loops. Typically, it's through the back loop. The only time you will see it go through 2 loops is commonly, but not always. Again, it's not always. I hope that the patterns mention if it is, okay? I typically say it when if it is, okay? The first and last stitch, you will often see as going through both loops, okay? Not always. Again, this is not like a standard or something, okay? All right, let's see. It looks like some of you guys at least tried it. Some of you guys have not tried it. So it looks like we are in a good range of beginners and intermediates. Wonderful. Okay, then let me make sure that I talk about it in detail enough that everyone understands it. Okay, so basics first. Single crochet in a back loop only. Those are the pixels that have no symbols on it, okay? That's single crochet in a back loop only. Now keep in mind, for those beginners who have never done mosaic crochet before, there looks like a few of you guys have, if you see a pixel, 1 pixel means 1 stitch. Typically, I say typically because for mosaic crochet you have to kind of apply a few things, you know, like kind of reading between the lines. Okay, so let's talk about the next one. I'm going to jump down here because that's the other common one, and it's the mosaic double crochet. That is usually done as an X. I have here the thick X's, okay? Sometimes you see like a regular X, but I feel like they're hard to print out, so I'm making mine fancy schmancy double thick X's so you can read it, okay? So those X's, okay, typically go down 3 rows, okay, or they cover 3 rows, excuse me, they cover 3 rows, but you are doing it 2 rows down. Let me make it more clear. For example, if you're doing this mosaic double crochet right here, you are in this 3rd row, but you are attaching it to a front loop that is 2 rows down, okay? So 1, 2, make sense? Okay, so in total, this mosaic double crochet covers 3 rows or rounds. In this case, it's rows, okay? Makes sense? So far, this should be very clear and straightforward, okay? So in this case, remember, you are not looking at the colors. That's a very important thing. When you look at a graph for mosaic crochet, don't look at the colors. The colors are later to look, did I do my image correctly? Okay, that's kind of what it's there for. But in general, for mosaic crochet, you want to look at the symbols. You can completely have a black and white image or a black and white graph, and you would still have the image correct if you follow all the symbols. Sounds good? Okay. So let me say it again. A mosaic double crochet typically goes down 2 rows, so it covers 3. That means there's pink in the back here, but you don't see it because it's covered up by this green one. Okay. So now let's talk about the next stitches that may be a little bit like, what? Okay, so we have here the negative stitch, and we have the B, which is the anchored double crochet, which can be made either in the back loop only or in the 3rd loop, okay? The 3rd loop, just to remind everyone, in case you have never seen it before, okay, we have the front loop, we have the back loop. You tilt it slightly. There's another loop right behind it. That one is called the third loop, sometimes also known as the third loop behind the V, because the front and back loop together look like a V. So again, the third loop is right behind the back loop. That's what it's for. Now, you need that sometimes when you don't have a back loop available. And that is the case when you do this kind of project. You will not have a back loop available. You're going to have to do the third loop, okay? It may be a little challenging if you have tight tension, but it's gonna have to work that way, okay? So let's talk about the differences between the negative stitch and the anchored double crochet first, because I need you to understand that. Then we're gonna go through this. Sounds good? Okay, I'm gonna put this aside because you won't really need this right now. I want you to look at this for a second, okay? I'm gonna put this aside and just zoom in just a tad. I might even make it a tad brighter, okay? Just a hint brighter. I think this is pretty good. Okay, so I already did it over here, and I'm gonna replicate it over here just that you can see the difference, okay? So the very first thing I wanna do is I wanna show you that this one has a gap right here, or a flap. A lot of people call it a flap, okay? It's not the back bump, Carrie. No, the back bump is different. Okay, it looks like I need to do one step back here. It's not the back bump, okay? I'm going to talk about it in a second. I'll show you which loop it is. Okay, when you make a chain, let me take one step back here. Okay, I am not Canadian or American technically. I'm German living in America. Okay, so if you're looking at a chain, you have a front loop, a back loop, and then you turn it around, you have the back bump, okay? That only happens, the back bump, for a chain, okay? Once you are crocheting your stitches, you don't have the back bump anymore, okay? What you do have is that extra loop back here, and that comes from the pulling up the loop. I'll show you in a second so you know what I'm talking about. So no, it's not the back bump, it's the third loop. Okay, so now let me show you here the difference between the two. So this one is not finished yet, right? I'm going to replicate this version here so you can see it. Okay, so right here you see that flap, and then a lot of people don't like this flap, so they won't like, how do I fix it? Well, then they use something called the negative stitch. Okay, right here I have the negative stitch done, the very first two stitches, not these two, but these two right above the mosaic double crochets. These are negative stitches. You typically do the negative stitch and the anchored double crochet only, and you can see that here, only when you have done a mosaic double crochet in the previous row. So you can see it, it's like right above. Wherever there's a mosaic double crochet, you're either doing the anchored double crochet or the negative stitch. That's literally how it is. Think of this like a catch-up row. You're, fixing your problem that you created in a previous row. Okay? That's the idea of these two, okay? You're fixing your problem the following row. It's like a catch-up, okay? Let's do it again, but let's fix it. This down here fixes it as you go, okay? We'll talk about that after. So these two are fixing the problem after. So let me show you. So in the back here, you can see that here's that flap, right? And here the flap is gone because we fixed it, okay? The first two right here are done in a negative stitch, and you probably can tell why I don't like it. Do you see it? Do you see it? I don't like it. Here's the reason why. Not only do I have the green color peeking through, making it not very clean reversibly, right? But it also pushes this down. I don't know if you can see it, but these three are the anchored double crochet stitches. They are the same height as they're supposed to be. These are single crochet stitches, right? And then these are anchored double crochet. Do you see that this line is straight right here? And do you see that this is lower? It's because it's crunched down. The negative stitch is pulling them together. Okay, it's making a single crochet where there's supposed to be a double crochet. That's why it's crunched. So if you look at it in the front, you can barely see the single crochet back there. Here you do see them. Okay, it's a different look. Okay, so let me show you in reality now how this actually works so you can see it. I wanted to show you the visual version first so you understand what we're doing. Okay, so I'm moving this to the side right now. I'm replicating the exact same one more time for you. Okay, so you can see it a lot more clearly. So I'm making the first two stitches single crochet. This one is the edge stitch, so I'm going to go through both loops right here just as the edge stitch. So there we go. And then this one right here, there's just a single crochet, so I'm making a single crochet in the back loop only. That's all I'm doing here, okay? Just that we have the foundation. Now, as I said, we're doing the negative stitch and the anchor double crochet, okay? So the first two, I'm gonna do the negative stitch, and the next three, I'm going to do the anchored double crochet. Let me remind you what each one is in case you have never seen it before, or you have, but you're not quite sure you remember. Okay, the idea of it is that in the front of the project, it's going to be a single crochet. You see that? In the front of the project, it's a single crochet. In the back, it is either fixing a problem or it has a double crochet. Make sense? The anchor in the back here is the double crochet for this one. Here, it's just fixing the problem, but it doesn't look good. Okay? So in the front, it's a single crochet. In the back, it's whatever it is. Okay? So let me show you. So you're going here in, we're making first a negative stitch. You're going in here, you're making a single crochet, right? So instead of though pulling it through here and then yarn over pulling through, you're going to do something first, okay? What you're going to do is you're going to insert your hook here, and now you're going to go tilt it slightly, okay? And you're going to go down here to the back loop of the flap one. You see that flap, right? You're going to go into the back loop right there. So you're technically going through two back loops at the same time. You see that? Now you're going to do a yarn over and pull through, and you're finishing it up like a single crochet. See that? Now what happens here is, yes, it looks like a single crochet in the front, but here you are pulling up that back loop all the way up, like 2 rows. Like you're pulling it all the way up. Personally, I'm not a fan of that, but I get that some people like using it. Go for it. It's just not the best look for me, okay? So let's see. Don't like that look, but is there a reason you would use it instead? To save yarn, or the other reason is they don't know about the anchored double crochet. That's the only reasons that I believe. Yes, it's technically a hint easier. It is faster, but if you are looking for quality over quantity here, then go with the anchored double crochet instead. You'll see in a second why, okay? Like you can see that it takes a hint longer, but it is worth the effort. Is that making sense? Sheila, some people just don't know about the anchored double crochet. That is the main reason I believe they're not using it. Okay, the negative stitch is very popular, but I don't know, maybe we need to help the community and tell them more about the anchored double crochet so that the negative stitch kind of disappears. Because personally, I don't like it. But I'm teaching you so you're aware of it. Okay, let's do the anchored stitch one more, a negative stitch one more time because I want you to see it. I'm going through the back loop here, tilting it slightly, also going in a back loop down here, like another row down. Now yarning over and going through both of these back loops, pulling it up, okay, and finishing up like a single crochet. So again, you can see how the back loop is pulled up. You still see the green through it. Many reasons I don't like it. Okay, so now let me show you the anchored double crochet instead. Okay, if you've never tried it before, pay attention. What it is, it's a single crochet in the front and a double crochet in the back. So obviously this is like the height of a single crochet right here, crunched into an area that's supposed to be a double. So let me show you what I mean. So let me show you first, you're going to do a single crochet or an unfinished single crochet. So right here, that's an unfinished single crochet, like one step before finishing. Make sense? What you're now going to do is, after you've done this, is you're going to do a yarn over. You can hold it if you like. I like to hold it sometimes. Tilting your project slightly, going down there to that back loop, same place as you would for the negative stitch, but you did a yarn over first, right? Yarn over and pull through. Now you're going to do a yarn over and pull through 3. Yarn over, pull through 3. Actually 2, excuse me. I don't know why I said 3. I was thinking about something else. Let's do that one more time. I was thinking about the other stitch. You'll see it later. So go in there, yarn over and pull through. Now yarn over and pull through 2. And now yarn over, pull through 3. See, I did the reverse by accident. Hang on, I got to pull some yarn here. My yarn was stuck. Okay, let me do it one more time because I have this feeling my little mistake confused you. I'm going to do it again. So insert right here, yarn over and pull through. Okay, now you're going to do a yarn over for the double. Hold tight on it. gently tilt, go in the back, right here to that back loop, to the pink, yarn over and pull through. Now you have technically 4 loops on your hook, see that? Yarn over and pull through 2. That's an unfinished double crochet in the back here. Do you see that? It's unfinished. Now let's finish both the double and a single at the same time. Yarn over and pull through all 3. So if you look closely, you can see it's a single crochet in the front and a double crochet in the back. Let's do it one more time. Okay, you go in, you make an unfinished single crochet. You're going to do a yarn over, hold tight. I personally like to do that because otherwise you can lose it when you tilt back. Okay, go into that back loop, yarn over and pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. You have an unfinished double crochet here. Now yarn over and pull through all 3. Okay, let's finish this project here just that you have it or see it done. Just going to make my single crochet stitches. Okay, and done. So let me show you. Do you see? Look, I didn't even do any blocking. I didn't do any blocking. I didn't do any adjustment. I'm just holding it. Do you see how this one gets pulled down? I didn't do anything besides that I laid it down flat. Do you see how this is straight right here? And then here is it's like a slope going down. That happens when you use the negative stitch. It gets like pulled down. And if you flip it over, you see exactly the same thing as I just showed you. It's pulled down here where the negative stitch happens. Now, you can use it if you absolutely want to, but it gets pulled down. You see the green coming through. It's an area where it's supposed to be a double, and that's what you see here. You see the doubles right in the back, which makes it the height it's supposed to be. Remember, a double crochet is double the height of a single crochet. There's one single crochet row here and one single crochet row here. This double crochet covers both of these rows. Why wouldn't you use a double crochet in the back? Make sense? That's my personal opinion. You do as you wish. You know now about both stitches, negative stitch, anchored. You let me know which one you prefer. You are told you're not being judged if you like the negative stitch because it's quicker. You notice it's much quicker. It will use less yarn. Okay, you still have somewhat of a negative, of a reversible image in the end. But, you know, you do you, okay? I will not judge you if you're using a negative stitch. You may not have never seen it anywhere else before. Just saying. But I do want to point one more important thing out, and that's that transitions me over to this other one right here. Okay, it's the last reversible technique that I'm going to teach you. And I want to point one important thing out. And I mentioned it kind of earlier, briefly, and that is these 2 techniques create a, what I like to call a catch-up or a fix. Okay, I like to call it a fix because it helps you mentally. Okay, so let me say it a little bit differently. You have the green here in the front, right? You have the double crochets as the mosaic double crochet in the front loop, right? You made them in the front view, they're green. On the back view, they are fixing the flap and at the same time making the same project in the other color. Do you see how it's flipped? We're using pink here. So the entire image is on the back, flipped in a mirror and flipped in the color. So it's pink here on the back, but it's green in the front, and it's one row shifted, right? Because you're fixing it. You're shifting it up 1 row, okay? So you're fixing your flap, you're making it reversible, okay, as you are going in the next row, and it's the opposite color, pink versus green. Now, let me talk about this one down here, because as you can see, there's nothing in this pink row over here, meaning this one is not a fix one. This one is called a preventative one that makes it reversible, but it makes it reversible in the exact same color. Here's the example for it. It is green in the front and it's green in the back. Now I know there's some pink peeking through, and that's because of the yarn I'm using and whatever, but as you're doing more and more of this, it's not as obvious, right? In fact, if I show you this one, you're gonna see some peeking through, right? This is another great example right here. You will see some peeking through, but not all of it. Do you see that over here? It's not peeking through, right? Right here is another, it's the exact same one. You can see it also. Sometimes it peeks through, sometimes it doesn't, but it does make it reversible, okay? And yes, you have a little bit peeking through. And why is that? It's because you're not doing it as a fix. So what you're doing is you are now having in this area right here in that center, you have 3 layers. 3 layers. You have a double crochet, you have a single crochet in the center of it, which is supposed to be hidden, and you have another double crochet in the back. Okay, it's 3 layers thick. Is that making sense? Let me show you how to do this stitch right here. Okay, I'm gonna do it in the next round. Where's my, oh no, I lost my scissors. Hang on, I found them. Okay, I just need to cut my yarn here for a second because I need my pink yarn. Okay, let me now teach you this other stitch right here. Okay, I'm gonna do it in pink just because I have this green one finished. So let's pretend that over here there's a D over here. Sounds good? Okay, let's just pretend there's a D right there. So as double. So let's make that happen so you can see it. So you are working 2 double crochets at the same time. So let's move this to the side. Okay, and I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna do my very first stitch as just a single crochet right here. And now I'm going to show you the double mosaic double crochet. It sounds weird, I know. But look what it says here. It's a mosaic double crochet in the front, and it's an anchored double crochet in the back, but in the 3rd loop. And I'll show you why you have to use the 3rd loop, because there's no back loop available. It's not. And that reminds me, I wanted to show you something. Okay, let me do this for a second right here. I'm going to do it on my single crochet. Who was asking that earlier? Melissa? Melissa, were you asking which one? No, Carrie. I think it was Carrie. Excuse me. Someone was asking where's the back loop, where's the 3rd loop? Which loop makes the 3rd loop happen? Is that making sense? Which loop turns into the 3rd loop? Okay, look at the single crochet right here. You have this loop right here, and you have this loop right here. Okay, you have 2 loops on your hook for the single crochet. If I yarn over and pull through, you're going to have 2 things happen. One, let me hold this loop here on the side so it's easier to see. You're going to see the first loop that I pointed at. It's going to turn into a front and a back loop. And the second loop on your hook, that the yarn over pull through part of it, right? The second one is now hidden behind right there. And that second one is the one that turns into the 3rd loop. Let me pull this out again so you can see it happen, okay? Because I really want you to understand the anatomy of your stitches. If you understand the anatomy of your stitches, you're going to be in a lot better place. This loop right here, the second one, right? The yarn over pull through. Let me do it again. I have this one on my hook. I go in, yarn over and pull through. That one right there in the back is going to be turned into the 3rd loop. This one right here is going to be turned into the front and back loop. So yarn over and pull through. You see that one right there? If you turn it around, there we go. That's the 3rd loop. You see it now? Okay, that's what it is. Okay, now let me show you the double mosaic double crochet, which is a mosaic double crochet in the front and a anchored double crochet in the back in a 3rd loop. Okay, so right here, I want to show you right away, there is no back loop available. Let me actually point to it. Typically what you would do if you do the anchored one, remember there was a loop left over, there was the back loop left over. Well, look at this right here. Look at the pink. I already used it. I used it in green right here. I used it. It's not available. There's the green. There's that loop right here. It's the back loop. You see how it's used? The only thing available is the 3rd loop. It's there, right there. That's the 3rd loop. That one is available. I apologize. There are some planes flying by. Okay, that one is the 3rd loop. It's the only one available. So that's the one you have to use. Okay, so let's do this. We're going to do a mosaic double crochet in the front. So right here in that front loop, like you would normally do, you make a mosaic double crochet. Yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through. Okay, so that is your unfinished mosaic double crochet. You're going to stop right here. Okay, because you now need to go in the back. You need to do your same version in the back. So let's do this. You are going to go through the back loop of the covered stitch right there. So this one right there. Let me see if I can point out with another tool. We have this stitch right behind the mosaic double crochet. This one is right behind it. You're going to go into the back loop of it. So let me see. I'll show you. This is the mosaic double crochet. Right behind is a stitch. You're going to go through that. Okay. And once you're through it, you have to go through first. Now you're doing your yarn over, okay? You go down, hold tight on that. You're going to lose it otherwise. If I let go, it's going to get lost, okay? Hold tight on it. Go into the third loop. Sometimes you have to use your finger a little bit to wiggle it, to get into it. Then yarn over and pull through. Now, if you technically are counting the green stitch too, you have 5 on your hook. You see that? Yarn over and pull through 3. Yarn over and pull through 3. Okay, so it's 3, 3. This is why I was confused earlier and said by accident 3. Okay, there we go. So you have a mosaic double crochet in the front and you have another one in the back, which is the anchored one. Is that making sense now? You're doing it into the third loop. So you are now doing mosaic double crochets in the front and back at the same time while there's a single crochet in the center of it, like a sandwich. Think of it like a sandwich. Is that making sense? So what you would do in this case, or in this case situation for this reversible technique, you are doing the same image in the back in the same color. So you have 2 possibilities when you do reversible. You're either going to have it in the same color. This would be this case. If you're doing both at the same time, you're doing it in the same color. The reversible technique is in the same color, front and back. In this one right here, the reversible one was the opposite color. So you have 2 choices right here. All the above is the different color in the back. This one below is in the same color in the back. Okay? So let's see. I'm missing a comment here. Let me see. Am I seeing all the messages? Is mosaic part of the linked crochet? Mosaic is not part of linked crochet. No, linked crochet is part of Tunisian crochet. Let's see. Sheila, did you have another question? Did I miss Sheila's question? Let me go up. Let's see. Okay, makes a big difference. I think I got you guys all right. Did I miss a question? If I missed anyone's question, please say it again. I'm glad I finally understand the negative that people are talking about. Ruth, yay! Anchored double, no question. I'm so glad. Yeah, I'm a bit perfectionist on projects, so I'll do the ADC. Yes, you can call it ADC. I don't know. I've never called it ADC. I guess I should call it ADC. I call it anchored double. I guess ADC is quicker. You can do ADC if you like. It makes sense. The reason I call it anchored double is because the one I taught you guys yesterday, I'm going to put it here on the side, was the anchored single crochet. So let me kind of write this down for a second because I want you to understand the difference between why do I call one over the other. Okay, let me flip this paper around for a second. Okay, so the anchored single, the one we did yesterday, sometimes I abbreviate it as F, and anchored double, sometimes I abbreviate it as B. Okay, let me draw it out visually so it makes more sense. If you are splitting your project in half, okay, if you're taking your project, this is your project, or not splitting in half, if you're looking at it from this angle right here, okay, you have this is your front side, okay, and then this is your back side. Okay, so think about it like this. Whoopsie daisy, I gotta be on screen. So front side and back side, is that making sense? You can call it right side and wrong side, I don't care. So like this, okay? If you think about it like this, then this version right here will have a mosaic double crochet in the front and has a single crochet in the back. Because it's anchoring in the back, I call it this anchored single crochet. It's in the back. The single crochet in front. But the most important thing is, the reason why I called F is because the mosaic double crochet is in the front. This one right here is the mosaic double crochet in the back, right? Let's call it mosaic double crochet. It's a double crochet, right? And the single crochet in the front. Here, the anchor is in the back as a double crochet. You see that? Do you see the difference? Now, just to get you one step further, the double MDC, that's a D, okay? The double, which I abbreviate as D, okay, has 2 double crochets. One in the front, one in the back. Do you see the difference now? Do you see why I call one over the other? And visually, what's the difference? Do you see it now? Okay, please tell me. Okay, Sheila says, okay, so if you want to have the same color, you use the reversible double. Otherwise, the ADC. Pretty much, that's correct. That's exactly right. Now, if you're now combining all of these stitches together, plus single crochet plus MDC. So 5 stitches together. If you're doing that, you're going to be able to do this, okay, where it's reversed. You need all 5 stitches for this technique. So this one, let me zoom out just a hint. Okay, so using all 5 stitches, then you can do this. Okay, here's another example. This is the one actually I'm teaching in a video in the ebook right here. Okay, if you know how to do all 5 stitches and combine them together, then you can make these double images happen. You see now why this is more of an advanced technique? All right, there was a lot of teaching involved here. Is this making sense in your head now? Now, it doesn't mean it's hard. It doesn't, right? You saw it's a combination of single crochet and double crochet. It's not that hard. It is just something you have to think about. You have to think through this. I don't recommend watching something or listening to like a very intense podcast or something like that at the same time. You will not do it correctly. Counting is very important in mosaic double crochet, mosaic crochet in general, okay? Let me pop up my things again. Why is it so dark today? I don't know why. Let me make it just a hint brighter. Ta-da! Okay, so now that we talked about all the different tutorials, okay, let me kind of summarize of what you can learn in mosaic double crochet, specifically in this ebook, okay? I think you learned a lot today and you need to digest that a little bit and feel free to test it out at home. But you learned now over the last few days, you have learned so far rows versus round in regular. You can do all of the techniques I just taught you today and yesterday. You can do for both rows and round, okay, for both. Doesn't matter because you probably have noticed for mosaic double crochet, you don't really turn your project, right? You are staying on one side. So whether it is Tunisian, whether it's overlay, you're staying on one side. The only one where you don't stay on one side is inset. But for inset, you're doing 2 rows per row and it's confusing and I don't like it. But I won't teach you that one. You want to learn that one? Go into the ebook. I will teach you that in the ebook, okay? But I can't teach you Tunisian tomorrow. Would you guys like the Tunisian mosaic crochet version? I can make a little swatch for that. How's that sound? Would you like that? Leave me a comment down below and let me know if you want to learn the mosaic version of Tunisian tomorrow. I can do a little tiny swatch and I'll show you the 2 stitches you're really going to use. It's very easy, trust me. And again, all of the graphs that you use in mosaic crochet, you can use for this. You just have to think through it, right? So you now learn a part of these techniques right here, right? 5 different ways of overlay mosaic crochet. You learned today how to do reversible in the same color and in a different color. And the one thing I haven't taught you yet, obviously, would be to combine all of these stitches into one project. You're going to need a specific graph for that. This doesn't happen with all the graphs. You need a specific graph for that in order to make something like this happen. You cannot take any graph and turn it into a double image. It's not happening. You can't do it, okay? You have to have a specific graph for it. So I have 3 of them in the ebook for you so you can practice and learn and have fun with it, okay? You also learn different borders in this ebook and how to make your own graphs so that you can get started in exploring unlimited possibilities. How amazing is that? Oh my God, I love this. Oh God, I love this. Hang on, where did it go? Here, my head is going to explode. This makes me laugh. Yes, I don't have a Tunisian hook, but I look to see it. Yes, that sounds like a good plan. I think you guys are going to like this. Okay, so let me pop up this other image here because I need you to see again what we're talking about. We're talking about this ebook here, okay? So we talked about all these different techniques, but you know that in this ebook, I don't just give you the written instructions. Just like this live tutorial, you want to learn things, how to do them visually in front of you. So as you can see, I just gave you the example for this. You can learn how to do this visually, meaning this ebook is not a traditional ebook where you just have written information. You get video tutorials with it. So you have 15 written instruction tutorials and 26 video tutorials like this, teaching you step by step in a very slow manner exactly how you need to crochet something, whether it is, as you can see, the difference is 15 versus 26. So obviously there are patterns in there where you get video tutorials with it as well, okay? So no, you don't just get it for the written instructions. Some of the patterns I felt like required video tutorials, okay? Some of them are previous mystery crochet alongs. I give you those video tutorials too. You guys know that my mystery crochet along tutorials, are very detailed. So you can do a lot of different things. Okay, so we have things like this one. This one was a very, very popular pattern, and I absolutely love this. You see the colors in this? I mean, it's absolutely amazing. You can tell that I love illusion things because I turned this pattern right here, this graph, into a blanket. And you have me seen that use it in the last couple of days, okay? Right here. And I turned it into reversible. I always wanted to show you how it's not reversible. This is not reversible. See the stripes in the back? See the stripes? This is non-reversible. This is reversible. See that? So if you look closely, again, I love to show that because sometimes when you have illusion ones, it's very hard to tell which one is which. Okay, look at this square right here, that little rectangle right there. It's white. You see that white rectangle? I'm flipping it around. On the other sides, it's purple. See that? In this version, I used the anchored double crochet. It is a different color in the back. I could have used the double mosaic crochet one, right? And I would have made it reversible with the same color, but it was a choice. I wanted the different color in the back. I want the opposite color in the back, right? So there are many different options you have now, and not a lot of people talk about this. A lot of times when you hear reversible, you hear either the negative stitch or the anchored double crochet. You don't hear about the double mosaic crochet often, okay? The double image one. You don't see it a lot. Anyways, you can also make projects like this, okay? You can make projects like this. I mean, there's so much fun stuff that you can do. And here's another amazing project, which is one of my favorites, and that's the cover of this video, okay, is my bucket hat, which is a double image, okay? You have this image in the front, and then you have this image in the back. By the way, did I tell you that this pattern comes in 4 different sizes? Okay, it comes from small, which is like toddler size, small, medium, large, extra large. Yes, I have all the different sizes for you. So you guys always want more sizes. You get more sizes. So if you want to call it that way, it's like 4 pounds in one, right? Get all the different sizes. So this is the reversible side, okay? And then this, or the inside part of it, and this is the outside part of it. Whichever one you want to use on the outside, you pick, right? So this one is a great one. I showed you so many different varieties now. Let me show you those actually in picture images. They're so much easier to show than this little tiny screen right here. So I'm going to go through it. So we have all of these 10 different patterns right here. Whenever I showed you like 2 images, okay, that means that there's a double image, okay? If I didn't show you, it doesn't mean it's not reversible. For example, number 1 is reversible, right? But it doesn't have a different image per se in the back, it's just a different color, okay? Number 2 is another really fun favorite one. This one has increases in it, which again, a lot of people don't talk about, right? There's increases in this one, and we also have a granny square in it, so this is the mitred one. Probably I'm mispronouncing that word. It's okay, bear with me, okay? But you guys always wanted one of these patterns, so here you go. Okay, a lot of illusion ones, you can tell. Of course, I added the very, very popular Christmas blanket, both versions, regular and reversible, which makes this pattern over 100 pages long. So yes, you are getting both versions here because we're working on that as a crochet along. So I'm giving you this extra here because I know you always wanted that. So then we have all of these patterns right here. Many of them are really, really easy. I believe all of these, let me double check. Yep, all of these are non-reversible. You could make them reversible, but some of them I don't see the point of it. For example, this pillow, there's no point of making it reversible. There's going to be a pillow insert. You're not going to see that part. Is that making sense? The same is true for these boot cuffs. You don't need to make them reversible. It's a boot cuff. You're going to put it on, right? Now for a cowl, you can probably do it reversible so you don't see stripes on the inside. Yeah, you can do that. Bag, I don't see a point of it either. Blanket, for sure, you can totally make it reversible. Here's another one, which I don't know if you need to make it reversible. You could, right? Those are the things you have to think about. A lot of these patterns I made in a regular style because I understand a lot of you guys are beginners. So I started out with making a lot of patterns that are just the regular overlay mosaic crochet, okay? Then we have more patterns right here. Again, we have reversible ones. Seen several people making this mug rug. Oh, I love it. I love seeing it. I think Sheila finally posted her picture. I'm so excited. If you didn't see it, go in a group, a Facebook group, Crochet with Nikki, and she posted in there. She did a fantastic job for her very first time doing reversible. I have to say, I'm very impressed. Okay, I also have seen some of these jack-o'-lantern ones. Some of you guys tried that out. Yay! And number 27, by the way, is Tunisian crochet in mosaic crochet. So I'm going to take a little part of that, okay, like a little tiny section of it, and I'll teach you guys tomorrow since you guys all like to see that, okay? By the way, stay tuned. We're going to have quizzes at the end. So if you want to win something, stay here. We have a lot of people here today. How's everyone doing, by the way? If you haven't commented yet, please comment. I cannot read your mind. I wished I could sometimes. Anyways, we have some more patterns here. Number 31 is also reversible. May not be very visible, but the body of it is reversible. So you can either have the red on the outside with white plus signs, or you have the plus signs red on the inside and white cover around it, right? Again, I used the anchor double crochet for this one because I wanted a different image. You see that? Sometimes you want a different color on the back when you want a reversible, and sometimes you want the same color, right? It really depends on your preference, right? Then we talked about the coaster and the placemat yesterday, and I taught you how to do the anchored single crochet. Some of these patterns are here regular overlay, and then number 33 is inset, in case you want to try it. Not my fan favorite. The technique, the washcloth is a favorite of mine because I called it a stainless washcloth, because stainless glass one, because it reminds me of stainless glass, right? The colors kind of vibrate through it. Anyways, if you missed anything, if you came late, you can always watch the replay. Okay, so here are all of those 40 patterns. Aren't they incredible? I feel like I cannot pick a favorite. Like seriously, I'm having a hard time. This is probably one of those ebooks where I have to say, oh, I love every single pattern in here. There were so many times in the past where even some ebooks where I'm like, I'm not sure I like this one. This one is like 5 years old, right? You know, like kind of like, oh, I can do so much better now, right? So sometimes we think about that for our own work. For this ebook, I love every single pattern in here. I don't know if I could pick a favorite here. Seriously, I probably have at least half of them. They're my top favorites of all time, right? I absolutely love all of these. Let me know which one is your favorite. Which one are you going to try first? I know some of you guys like the quick ones first just to test things out. Go for it. Love to see it, okay? But I can praise about this ebook all day. Let me show you a couple of reviews. I kind of showed them off yesterday, but I love them so much, so I'm going to do it again because they're easy to read and they're quick. So Jane says, honestly, all of these ebooks have purchased for crocheting. This is the most thorough and explain the varieties of ways people may learn. I agree. And just to remind you, okay, I'm going to show this off again. This is 250 pages. 250 pages. This is double page printed out. So you have two pages per paper. Do you see that? It's double. Okay. What is it called? Front and back, kind of, I don't know, whatever it's called. Double-sided. But anyways, so this is 250 pages. Okay. So yes, it's very thorough. It's very detailed. Big font, no ads, of course, printable, and all kinds of things. I'll show you the printable part in a second again, okay? And then we have, of course, Nita, who says, it is so worth it. How many O's can you add in the back, just to emphasize that? I love it. I always add a lot of O's in the back. I was reading some of the patterns. They're really easy to follow. I love seeing that. Like, seriously. Let's see if I have another one that I haven't shown. Let's do Melina down here. Excuse me. I recently decided to learn mosaic crochet and found myself completely overwhelmed and confused by the information I find on the internet. I was excited to grab this ebook because I know I will master the technique in no time, that everything I need to know is right there and made easy. That's why I call it Mosaic Crochet Made Easy, because I get it. I get it. Sometimes the information out there is so confusing, especially if you're trying to learn something and then it's in different ways, right? Did you guys get something? Did I miss something? Oh, look at you, Rebecca. Hold on. I got to celebrate you. Was there someone else? Yay! Hold on. There was someone else, right? Is it Nancy? Where's Nancy? Nancy. Where's your comment? I see you. Hang on. I got you, girl. Yee! I was looking for your comment. I found you. Okay. Congratulations. I'm so happy you guys both got it. Yay! Who else is going to get it? I will show you guys off if you want me to. Okay. Call yourself out if you got the ebook today. I want to know. Okay. Really want to know. I want to celebrate you. Anyways, Jeannie says number 3. Oh, I'm curious now. Which one was number 3? Hang on. Hang on. Oh, number 3 is a really, really good one. I love this one. It comes with 3 videos, by the way. It's the pin cushion with saucer on the bottom. I love this one. That one was fun. That was really fun. I really love that one. Okay, let me show you really quickly the digital version of. Okay, here's the iPad and a, whoopsie, wrong hand. There we go. A digital version of this iPad. This is on my iPad, literally. Okay, you can do it on a computer too, right? So you can see here, I'm scrolling through. And you have the table of content right there. It is clickable. It jumps you right to the content you're trying to learn. Okay, and then we have all of these 40 patterns here. In case you are not aware, I also have an additional ebook you can purchase. It's this one right here to get additional graphs. In case you forget to purchase it during checkout, there's a link down below so you can always get it later. But I highly recommend getting it now so you won't forget about it because I don't know how long I'm going to keep it out there. Okay, so you can get 40 additional graphs, okay, during the purchase, during the checkout process. It'll give you that, and just keep it checked and then you get it. Okay, so now if you're looking at this and you're like, I don't know which one is which, well, you just scroll over and all of the numbers are there associated with the exact same thing as here. Then you click on it and you jump right to it. So let's see, I'm gonna just jump to, how about this one? I'll just jump to this one, okay? So you can see right here, it's big font, okay? Nice, pretty pictures. You have all the links that are clickable or either blue or green or something in that range, right? And then you have the main menu button there on the top, and it jumps you right back to the table of content. So it is very, very user-friendly, okay? I have like a pretty image like that. Here, see? You can jump around, click around, enjoy yourself. All the videos are there, everything that you need. I even incorporated the oopsie daisy, what did I just remove that? I even incorporated the video tutorials. So these guys right here, I incorporated them into your account. So you don't even have to click on the digital product in order to see them. You just, wherever you download, there's another section that says videos, and then you click there and you can watch it right there. You don't even have to, you know, click within the ebook, okay? Just that you know. Oh, Wyoming, you got it too. Woohoo! I'm so happy. Hang on, guys. I always love doing that. Hang on, I gotta press this again. Okay, let me see. There's a few more comments that I may have missed. I just made it here. Too much yard work. Oh, I get it, Donna. For me, I always have too much yard work. Oh, Web, I got it yesterday too. Yahoo! Who else got it? Did you get it today? Did anyone get it today? I want to celebrate you. If I celebrated you already yesterday, let's time for those who already who have gotten it today, because there were so many who got it today. I want to know. Has anyone got it today? Okay, Patty, I love the bucket hat. Yay, it's one of my favorites. I love it. That's why I put it as a cover. The picture, by the way, was taken by my hubby, and he's very proud of it. I am proud of it. Very happy. Okay, so let's talk about a couple of things, okay? So that's very important. We're going to go into the quiz section now of this tutorial because we're almost at an hour going live. I can't believe I'm talking so long. Are you guys ready for the quizzes? Are you ready for the quizzes? I showed you everything in the ebook, and it's time for you guys to get the ebook, okay? The link is right there. I'm going to pop it into the comments again, okay? Because I know that some of you guys may have not seen it. I put it pinned in on YouTube, so it's pinned. You can see it. It's a black bar on the top. I think it's black on all the screens, but I don't know. Okay, we have a few of you guys who got it today. Hang on, I gotta celebrate you all. Hang on. We got you. I can't say your name, but I'm happy for you. Okay, we have Lorette. Yay, Nancy, I already got you, girl. So happy. Okay, so glad you guys all got it. It's time for you guys to get to the quiz part. We're gonna have 2 questions again. Okay, let me explain again how we did it yesterday. Was there someone else? Melissa, Melissa, you have a question. Is there a way, let me show it off. Is there a way to preview the graphs of the add-on book? Not directly, because if I would, you can just copy and paste it, like mentally, you can copy it. So I'm showing you a version. I'm showing you a sneak peek into it. Let me show you, okay? Actually, during checkout, there's an image that shows all of them. It's just to be clear, okay? Let me show you. Hang on. I'm gonna show you this version right here. There we go. Okay, let me move your name for a second here so you can see it. This one is a section of them, okay? It's not all 40, but it's a good chunk of them that are in there, okay? There may be a few missing, like a paw print, and a few others are missing. If you count it through, we have like here 5 on the top. We have another 5 here. There's 4, there's 6, so that's like 15, 16, 17. So there's 17 shown here, okay? Did I count this right? No, there's more than that. Hang on. This is 15... 20, there's a 21 are shown here. Sorry, my brain's off. So it's about half of them are shown here. So the other half is not shown here. But during checkout, you should see an image that shows all 40 of them. Okay, during checkout, you will see an image, a little laptop screen, and shows all 40 of them. Okay, so yes, that's your little sneak peek into it. Is that making sense, Melissa? I hope that makes sense. Okay, it's time for the quiz, and then I'll celebrate everyone else who also got it. Ooh, Lisa, I'm going to jump you in real quick here. Button press? Yes. Okay, I just had to check for a second. Okay, I'm going to not get distracted right now because I'm going to focus on the quiz now. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you really quickly a box. This is the yarn box right here, and make sure it's zoomed out so everyone can see it, okay? And you have a chance to win this yarn box or a free ebook. The yarn box is only for those in the US, okay? So if you are selected as one of the winners and the spinning wheel decides that you get this yarn box, you have to be in the US. If you're not, you get a free ebook instead, okay? So all the winners will email me in the end so I can get you your winning prize. I'll give you guys my email address in a second, okay? So let me show you what's inside of this beautiful box that only usually gets sent out for those who join as an annual member at a specific period of time. Not all annual members get this, okay? This is a very special, I call it the promotional box, okay? It's like a gift box at a certain period of time. So if you ever want to join the crochet club, okay, join when I have a special promotion. Join as an annual member during a special promotion, then you get this box, okay? And the box is very unique. It's like a mystery box. There are certain items that are the same for everyone, like this goodie bag right here. Oh, I shouldn't call it a goodie bag. It is like a drawstring bag. Look how big it is. It's huge, okay? It's a drawstring bag, and it's partially see-through, so you can see what's on the inside, okay? You also have this, which is a color wheel. You have some stickers and stitch markers, and this one is very popular, which is my measuring tape. It has my logo on it, and it's a really, really good measuring tape. The button is kind of on the, dented in, so you don't press it by accident. Do you see that? I love it. And it's a keychain. I mean, come on. And you have a little puzzle, and then you got some mystery yarn. It's either 1 giant skein, 2 mediums, or 3 tiny skeins, okay? So just that you know. And you have a chance to win this box or an ebook, okay? So we have 2 winners today, and I'm really excited. So let's do question number 1. So what you're gonna have to do is you have to be very quick, okay? And I will determine the winner from like randomly, so that way everyone has a chance. So it's not the first person who says it, but I'm going to pick a random winner, making sure it's the correct answer, and then we get, okay? You're going to get the ebooks later? Yay! So happy for you. Okay, let me show you question number 1. I'm going to count down from 5. Let's see if I can read my own words this time. Yesterday I had a little knot in my tongue, okay? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Question number 1 is, how many patterns are in the Mosaic Crochet ebook? I'm making it easy for you guys. Come on, even if you came in late, you should know that answer. It's so easy. Go type it up really, really quickly. Put it into the comments, and I will select a random winner, and then we'll decide by the spinning wheel. The spinning wheel will decide. It's not the right word. I'm not calling it the right word. I don't know what it's called. What is it even? What's the right word for it? The spinning wheel thing. Is it a wheel? Price of wheel? I don't know. Wheel of prices? I don't know what it's called. It's a wheel, spinny wheel. That's what I call it. Okay, I talked enough now. I always have to talk a little longer because there's a time delay. So making jokes in between. So I see all the comments coming in. So I'm going to cover my eyes now and pick a random winner, making sure my mouse is in the right position. Here we go. Okay, is it in the right position? Yep. So scrolling up, scrolling back down and up, rock down. Which one is going to win? I'm picking... Okay, we have I'd have to double check that it's correct. Sun Sand Stitches. I like your name. Sunset Stitches. Hang on, gotta get to kitty cat. Yay! I'm so happy for you. Okay, so let's see what you actually won. Let's check out our prize wheel here. Ooh, I'm gonna remove this guy right here. Okay, so let's see. Come on, go away, you little thing. There we go. Let's see what you want. Let's see what you. I gotta put my face over here. I gotta remember this. Whee! Let's see what you want. Ooh, is it gonna be yarn box? Ooh, now, but you have to be in the U.S. for this. So remember, if you are in the U.S., Sun Sand Stitches, please tell us if you are in the U.S., you just got a yarn box. If not, you got a free ebook, okay? So let us know, so we're all excited with you. We want to know now, okay? So let's hop over to question number 2. I'll show you guys my email address in a second so everyone can, the winners can email me, okay? So let's see. Are you in the U.S.? Sun Sand Stitches. Are you in the U.S.? We all want to know. We're curious, girl. Okay? Just say yes or no down below. You don't have to tell us where you are if you're not in the U.S. Okay. So I'm ready for question number 2. Let's wrap this up with fun. Okay? Question number 2. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What is the title of the new ebook? Come on, I'm making it easy for you. It's fun here. We're having fun. Yay, Sun Sand Stitches. You said you in the U.S. She's going to get a yarn box. Woohoo! Okay, by the way, if you ever want to join TCC, come join us at special promotion time. It is so much fun. We go live on a weekly basis. You get all my patterns, ad-free, and all that shenanigans. It's so much fun. Anyways, come on, you guys. While I'm talking here, you guys got to type up this title really quick. Answer the question. What is the title of the new ebook? Who knows the title? Who knows that? There's a time delay. I have to keep talking. I'm so sorry. Plus, you have to type, right? Takes a second. Okay, let's move this to the side. And I'm now going to pick a random winner. Okay, I'm gonna go up and down again, right? So cover my eyes. Here we go. I'm going up and down between the. Am I in the right position? Yes. Make sure I'm actually scrolling. Okay, I'm going up and down, up and down, up and down. Let's see who won. Let's see who won. Okay, we have. Ooh, this is a fun name. Disconcerting Dilemmas. I like your username. That's a fun one. I'm not concerned of the dilemmas out there because you just won. Yay! Okay, let's go do this one. Yay! Okay, so let's see what you actually won. Let's do this spinning wheel and let it decide on what you want. Here we go. Does anyone know the name of this real thing? What is this called? What's the thing called? Anyways, it look. Ooh, are we gonna do another? Let's see. What is this? Oh, it's a free ebook. Yay! I'm so happy for you. I have like, I don't know, is it 30 ebooks at this point? I have no clue. I told you guys I would recount and I totally forgot. I need to recount. Anyways, I'm so happy for you got the ebook. Okay, let me now show you how you guys both get in contact with me. Now, unfortunately, I don't know your first name, so I'm not going to say them out loud because I don't know them. But you guys need to email me right here, okay? You guys need to email me and so I can get you your prices. For the winner with the yarn box, I need your physical address so I can send it to you. The other winner, Disconcerting Dilemma, congratulations for both of you guys. Okay, you need to email me so I can get you access. I just simply need your email address. Okay, so even if you are, she said she's in Canada, it's fine. Ebooks are worldwide, so it doesn't matter, okay? So please email me. Here's my email address right here. Email me and I get you guys access to your prices. For everyone else, we're going to be going live tomorrow again. Let me remove my email address and show you my schedule because I know you guys always want to know my schedule. Here we go. Here's my schedule in case you don't remember and you weren't here the last time. Okay, I'm going to go live again. These are the 2 last times to talk about mosaic crochet, at least for this year, maybe. I think so for this year. So these are the last 2 chances to win something. Listen to the mosaic crochet. And we're also going to do tomorrow, Tuesday at 2 o'clock this time, not 12, 2 o'clock, because at 12 o'clock I'm live in my membership, in our membership, the Crochet Club. So I'm actually live in TCC tomorrow at 12, so I can't go live at the same time here, so that's not going to work. But, by the way, we're teaching Tunisian crochet tomorrow too. Oh, I'm fun over there. We're doing a waffle look. So the waffle stitch and the waffle look in Tunisian, it's really fun. Anyways, so We're going live tomorrow on YouTube at 2 o'clock Pacific time, and I'm teaching you Tunisian mosaic double crochet tomorrow. A little tiny sneak peek into it, okay, so that you can get an idea of how that one works. And then I'm going to go live on Wednesday one more time. No teaching on Wednesday, but still prices. So it's the last day on Wednesday. This is your chance. Go get your ebook if you haven't gotten it yet. Up there is your coupon code right there, Mosaic20, available only until Wednesday, July 24th, 2024. There's the link. There's the coupon code, a QR code. Okay, use it if you haven't gotten it yet. I'm going to pop in the link one more time in the comment section so you have it. And I hope to see you guys here back tomorrow. Are you? Are you going to be back? I want to know. We have so many people here today. I'm really excited. Okay, I'm going to do some more teaching tomorrow, so you better show up. We're going to have fun and lots of prizes again. I'll see you guys the next time. Go get your ebook and learn mosaic crochet made easy, the easy way just for you.